The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the collective disdain of 12 species as Ambassador Keth rose from his seat. His 6 arms gestured dismissively at the holographic display showing Earth's diplomatic petition. The humans claim their homeworld possesses a defensive fleet, Keth announced, his translator rendering his clicking speech into standard galactic. They request membership based on military capability. A ripple of amused chittering filled the vast chamber. Council, Speaker Vex, a towering crystalline being, resonated with what passed for laughter among her kind. These mammals have been broadcasting their fictional entertainment across the void for decades. We have observed their primitive projectile weapons, their chemical propulsion, their laughably fragile vessels. They speak of warships that dwarf, mountains and weapons that crack planets. Mythology, agreed Representative Dorr, his scaled head bobbing. Their own transmissions show these as fantasies, entertainment, fiction. The assembled representatives had reviewed humanity's cultural exports extensively. The species that had given the galaxy science fiction seemed to confuse their own imagination with reality. Their petition claimed fleets of kilometer-long battleships, weapons that could shatter moons, and defensive capabilities that could repel any invasion. The Council had seen their actual technology, crude fusion drives, primitive railguns, and vessels barely capable of reaching their own outer planets. The humans will learn their place, Keth declared. 3 fleets should suffice. To demonstrate galactic superiority, we shall accept their surrender and incorporate their world as a mining colony. 3 weeks later, Admiral Ross stood on the bridge of the UES Defiant watching the approaching alien formations through the massive viewing port. The ship stretched nearly 2 kilometers from bow to stern, its hull bristling with weapons that had never been fired in anger. Around it, the Solar Defense Fleet maintained perfect formation. 200 vessels ranging from destroyers to the massive carrier Genesis, each one a marvel of engineering that had taken humanity decades to perfect in secret. Sir, incoming. Transmission from the lead alien vessel. Communications Officer Blake reported. Put them through. Keth's image appeared on the main screen, his expression confident. Humans of Earth, you will surrender immediately. Your primitive technology cannot stand against the might of 3 galactic fleets. Ross smiled coldly. I'm afraid you've made a fundamental error in your intelligence gathering, Ambassador. You assumed our entertainment was fiction. Your chemical, rockets and crude weapons are no match for Weapons Officer Lane. Target the lead vessel of the center formation. Single antimatter torpedo. The bridge fell silent as the torpedo streaked across space, its exotic matter warhead designed to convert matter directly to energy. The alien flagship simply ceased to exist, replaced by a brief star that illuminated the faces of both human and alien crews. Keth's transmission cut to static. All vessels, Ross broadcast to the fleet. Weapons free. Show them what humanity has been building while they watched our movies. The battle that followed lasted 18 minutes. Humanity's particle beam arrays carved through alien shields like they were paper. Kinetic bombardment platforms launched projectiles at significant fractions of light speed. The carrier Genesis deployed fighter squadrons equipped with gravitational pulse weapons that twisted space itself. The aliens fought desperately, their energy weapons and missile systems proving woefully inadequate against humanity's defensive systems. Adaptive armor plating shifted to counter each attack. Point defense networks created impenetrable walls of destruction around human vessels, and when the aliens attempted to retreat, they discovered that human ships could manipulate space-time itself, creating gravity wells that prevented faster-than-light escape. Within the hour, 2.5 alien fleets had been reduced to expanding clouds of debris. The survivors broadcasted their surrender on all frequencies. Back in the council chamber, the emergency session convened in shocked silence. The survivors' reports painted an impossible picture. Humanity possessed technology that surpassed anything in known space. Their weapons violated several laws of physics that the galaxy had considered absolute. Their ships moved with impossible speed and struck with unimaginable force. How? Speaker Vex's crystalline form flickered with confusion. Our intelligence showed primitive chemical propulsion. We monitored their communications for decades. The answer came from an unexpected source. Dr. Emma Watson, Earth's chief scientist, appeared via hologram in the center of the chamber. Her presence there, transmitted through technology that bypassed every security system the Council possessed, sent another wave of fear through the assembled representatives. You made the mistake of assuming we were broadcasting our current capabilities, she explained calmly. Everything you observed was from our entertainment industry, created decades ago. While you were watching our old movies and television shows, we were developing real technology. Antimatter containment, gravitational manipulation, space-time folding, consciousness transfer to quantum substrates. She paused, letting the implications sink in. You see, humanity has a peculiar trait. We dream about impossible things, then spend generations making them possible. You thought our science fiction was fantasy. We thought of it as a to-do list. Representative Dorr's voice shook as he spoke. What do you want from us? Membership in the Galactic Council, Dr. Watson replied. Equal representation, and a guarantee that no species will attempt to invade or subjugate human worlds again. The vote was unanimous. 6 months later, humanity took its place among the galactic community. Their technology revolutionized medicine, transportation, and communication. Across dozens of worlds, human ships began patrolling the galaxy's outer rim, protecting smaller species from the various threats that lurked in deep space. But in the quiet moments between diplomatic meetings, the alien species still watched human entertainment with a mixture of fascination and terror. Because they had learned a fundamental truth about humanity. What they imagined today they would build tomorrow, and their imagination was limitless.